Good afternoon, Iceman John Bailey here. Just wanted to share one of my tips, and I'm sure other guys are doing the same exact thing, but this is just what I do. This is just what I developed over the years. I've harvested a lot of bucks over the years, harvested 37 shooters over the years, and my most simplest tactic that I use when I bow hunt is all about shooting. You not only to farm, but you got to develop a constant, consistent shooting style, habit, instinct. Okay, this is the Mathews Phase 4 29, and I'm shooting it today just a little bit, just a little practice. I don't hunt as much as I used to. I'm just too busy working. So I'm just gonna give you a quick tip on the best way to stay consistent, especially when you're in that tree stand, got that big old buck 15, 20, 30 yards away, and you got buck fever and your brain ain't operating correctly. Sometimes I even have to talk to myself. I have to say, don't shoot yet because it's a frontal shot. Don't shoot yet because it's a limb there. Don't shoot yet because of whatever. Because every now and then you just get a little excited. So the most simplest tactic that I'm going to share with you guys today is all about follow through, and I call it a anchor, peep, pin, APP. I call it my APP. Okay, so what I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to show you exactly the reason why I've actually harvested so many bucks is because I developed a repetition in my mind, and I shot it time after time after time, just like the NBA basketball players. They'll do 100,000 layups. They'll do 100,000 jump shots. And it's just repetition when they get on that court. So I'm just gonna show you, I call it my APP. Watch this. Okay, get ready to draw. Anchor. I got my anchor. Peep. My peep is centered. All I do now is focus on the pin. I keep my anchor and my peep centered, and I just look at the pin and I follow that pin. That's it. That's all I do. Is when I draw that bow back, anchor. That's the first thing I do. And it's instinct in a sense. Sometimes you gotta tell yourself, but for the most part it's instinct. Draw back, anchor. Got that anchor. I center my peep. Once my peep is centered, I'm good. All I gotta do now is put that pin wherever I want it to go. That's it. That's textbook, straight textbook. So many guys, they draw, they gotta find an anchor. Find an anchor. My anchor point is my inner knuckle touches my earlobe. Because every time I set up a bow, I set that bow up, I draw back, have a arrow in, draw back, and they set my peep right where I have my inner knuckle on my earlobe every single time. I don't use a kisser button. I used a kisser button years ago, and the only reason why I don't use them today is because they slide. And I made a bad shot on a buck years ago because my kisser button was too high. And I put that kisser button right at the corner of my mouth, and guess what? My bow went up. I hit the no man's land. So I 86 that kisser button. So I'm gonna tell you, anybody can do this, but find your own anchor point. But like I said, my anchor point is my inner knuckle, and I touch my earlobe every single time. And when I touch my earlobe, I'm looking dead through my peep as soon as I anchor. So you got draw back, anchor, peep, and once you got that peep centered, then you focus on your pin. So anchor, peep, pin. That's as simple as that. Iceman signing out. God bless. Good hunting.